Alright, you guys know that I have been hyping up Genshin Impact for a while now, probably somewhere over a year or more. This is an anime RPG that looks incredible and plays even better. It is a title that I know a lot of you are anticipating while waiting for Blue Protocol. So with that in mind, I feel obligated as a content creator, but more so as someone that brought this to the attention of a lot of you to go ahead and discuss this. This is going to be a bit of a controversial video, maybe a controversial topic overall, but this is nevertheless a topic, a video that I think needs discussion. I think that a lot of you guys need to know about, and is something that is no doubt going to trigger a lot of Genshin Impact White Knights, especially over on their Discord, where they love me. But you know what? Whatever, shit happens, right? Now, before we go any further, I do want to quickly point out that MRSSSTIX is going to be streaming Genshin Impact regardless of what happens over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/MMObyte this Sunday when the game launches. So, you know, you're more than welcome to come on over, say hello, check out the game. So, a lot of accounts have been banned recently over in China. Many of the bans in specific were warranted, there's no denying that. They were buying and selling 5-star accounts. Now, if that was it, I feel as though there wouldn't really be much of an issue, but that is far from the end of the situation. More and more players have reported being banned without any participation in activities that could potentially violate the terms of service. This has triggered a mass of players taking to Reddit, to the official miHoYo forums, emailing customer support directly, seeking to not only vocally express their dissatisfaction with how miHoYo have handled the situation, but to also alert other players that seek to reroll for better results. Now, for those of you that are unsure of what rerolling even is, because I know a lot of you are PC players that have never dipped their feet into the world of mobile gaming, rerolling involves making additional accounts for the chance to make completely new rolls on their gacha system for potentially better rewards. This is actually a way of circumventing limitations that are initially imposed on players, which, you know, traditionally isn't really an issue. If you want to make a new account, then, you know, you go right ahead and you make a new account. There have been a plethora of screenshots circulated around the web regarding messages between players and customer service representatives, but this one right here is probably the most shared. Now, let's take a minute here to not only read the email that was sent off, but to also take a look at the email that they received in turn. Given that the global version of Genshin Impact has a different method of user authentication compared to the Chinese version that requires everyone to input a specific ID and log in via TapTap, is it possible for us, millions of Genshin Impact fans outside of China, to play on multiple accounts from one device? First and foremost, this is the question of whether or not it's allowed to have several family members play Genshin Impact on a single PC that belongs to a household. There are rumors circulating right now. Some Chinese players reported that their accounts were banned for no apparent reason, other than their wife or child logging in from their own accounts on the same PC. People are very skeptical about this, but nonetheless a clarification would be appreciated. Moving on to the second question, as you probably understand, there's also a matter of so-called rerolling that many people are planning to do with the goal of obtaining the best possible combination of characters by using the highly appreciated free rewards, the Primo Gems and the Acquaint Fate on multiple accounts. Some people have already registered 20 or 50 accounts on the global version of Genshin Impact using unique email addresses, and they aren't even sure if it breaks the terms of service or not. Can you please give us proper clarification about rerolling? Just to make it clear, I'm not talking about trading the accounts or giving them away. I'm not talking about using scripts or cheating software. I'm not talking about players exploiting any kind of bugs or glitches, but I am talking about players registering 10, 20, or 50 accounts, then playing for 1 hour on each account, then keeping just one fortunate account with a 5-star character, and finally disregarding the unneeded accounts that weren't so lucky. Is this allowed or not? I hope you can give us a detailed answer, especially in regards to what is safe to do and what is not. Please pardon me for any rudeness or muddled speech, as I'm not really a native speaker. I hope to hear a reply from you soon, and thank you very much for making such a beautiful game. Now, the Genshin Impact customer support actually went ahead and responded to this directly. This is essentially what they said. Hello, traveler, thank you for contacting us. We don't have any rules that accounts will be banned if they log in with the same device. Be advised that they are rumors anyways. Still, please keep in mind that we don't suggest sharing your account with others. While the terms of service ask that you not share or buy or sell accounts, or that will result in an instant ban, the same is not true for rerolling. Though we highly recommend to avoid rerolling, as multiple account making can be seen as trying to create accounts in order to sell them. And as stated in the terms of service, miHoYo holds the right to ban an account should it be found to be used suspiciously. We do hope that it helped clarify the situation as for miHoYo's view on account rerolling. The email asked some pretty simple things and in turn got a pretty simple response that essentially read, there are no rules that prevent account sharing, but don't do it. Rerolling will not result in a ban, but we suggest not rerolling anyway. But ultimately, we have the right to ban you if we want to, okay? That is a very troubling stance to take, and their lack of transparency is very concerning. But at the same time, this is a Chinese game from a Chinese developer, and they're trying to milk as much money as they can from players. So, you know, like at the same time, I get it. Now, players did go ahead here and compile a list of things to avoid doing when starting the game, and potentially re-rolling if that is what you want to do to attempt to get the best possible outcome before beginning your journey. Do not, under any circumstance, purchase any re-rolled 5-star accounts. If you do, you run the risk of ending up banned shortly after. Do not trade accounts with friends or family members. Or heck, don't even let friends or family use your account. I mean, right now, logging into your account from another device holds the chance to trigger a ban. Playing from a different IP has the chance of triggering a ban. So playing from an internet cafe or a friend's house while out with family on a different Wi-Fi network all run the risk of triggering an account ban. Avoid using email providers that aren't widely known, as lesser known email providers have proven to trigger an alert as well. And most importantly, and this has been proven by quite a substantial number of players, play the game. Do not let your character or your account idle. Many players have reported their 5-star accounts being banned after not logging into their character for 24 hours or more, as this actually triggers a false positive resulting in a ban as well. I know, this is all ridiculous, right? I really hope that in the long term this isn't really heavily enforced, but at the same time, if they buckle down on this, it does result in more in-game purchases, which does in fact result in more revenue from the ridiculously insane gacha system in place. While this is not a certainty that you'll end up banned for doing any of the above mentioned activities, it definitely raises the chances quite drastically. So, why would you risk all of that time and effort? I'd advise against it, but that's just me. Regardless, the game still looks really good, especially if you are one of the unlucky players that ended up rolling a 4-star or lower. They have proven that they really do not care about us, thankfully. I feel like this is one of those rare instances where it's better for us if we go unacknowledged. And remember, this game actually comes out in just a few days if you weren't already aware. But that's just my opinion and my impressions of the game. What do you guys think? This is a huge mess, right? Let me know down in the comments below what you think and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this and I'll see you all next time. Peace.